What's up, everybody? My name is Tommy Griffith. I'm one of the co-founders of ClickMinded. Today, we're going to be going over how to build a high-converting email marketing campaign fast. This is an exact step-by-step tutorial on how I create a brand new email campaign in 5 minutes or less. Now, if you've heard of ClickMinded before, or if you've ever been on the receiving end of one of our emails, you know that email marketing is a big deal for us. It's something we've been doing for a very long time. We have an email list of more than 250,000 people, and we take a lot of pride in our email sequences, in the copy that we write, and we're very excited to share with you today on how we now automate it using ClickMinded AI tools. Now, if you've ever done email marketing in the past, or set up an email campaign, or done any copywriting yourself, you know how long, painful, and arduous this can be. It's incredibly important, but it takes a lot of time. If you're running a digital marketing consultancy or an agency and you have multiple clients who have multiple automations and multiple customer avatars, it makes it even more difficult. So there are a lot of moving parts in email marketing, and we're gonna go through how we have automated as much of it as humanly possible in the age of AI. And hey, so just quickly, one heads up before we get going on the tutorial today. We are so proud of the tools that you're gonna see today, and we cannot believe how much of your work you can outsource to them. But no AI tool is 100% there right now. And we do not recommend using anything you're gonna see today without a human in the loop. So will you be able to offload an enormous amount of your email marketing campaign work to this tool and to this process? Yes, you will. We think it can get you 90 to 95% of the way there. But you should not be doing this without any review. You still need a human in the loop to review things, to tweak things, and to put on the finishing touches, and to finally schedule and send the email. So do not completely abandon humans in this process. Do keep that in mind as we go through the tutorial. Okay, so our demo for today is going to be with retroaddicts.com. So RetroAddicts is our demo site we use for tutorials here at ClickMinded. This is a retro vintage video game e-commerce website. They sell Nintendos and Super Nintendos and Sega Genesis and N64s. And imagine that they are a client. They've come to us. We are a digital marketing agency. And they said, hey, we need a new email marketing campaign. What can you do for us? So we're going to be using retroaddicts.com as our demo client for this email marketing campaign. All right, so now we're going to open up the ClickMinded email pitch sequence generator. So I'm here in the ClickMinded members area, and on the left-hand side, you're going to want to click the create button. You'll scroll down, you'll see all of the tools that we have behind the members area login, and I'm going to move over to the email pitch sequence generator. And now we're here. And so you'll see that there's two options with the email pitch sequence generator. One is quick mode and one is manual mode. With quick mode, all we need to do is give the tool a URL and it will do all the work for us. With manual mode, we can manually input the things that quick mode will fill out. So asking for the language, the brand or product name, the type of business that it is. Moving over here, describe the product. What are the key features of the product? The pricing model of the product. Describing the target audience, you can add up to 3 customer avatars. Social proof, so any testimonials or customer feedback you've received that you want to add as part of the email marketing campaign. Describe what's being promoted in the sequence. Is it a time-limited offer or a holiday deal or a flash sale, some type of seasonal promotion, an upcoming webinar? The style of the email, so we have the options for long form or short form styles, and we have some descriptions of what both of those are here. The length of the email sequence, so we do short sequence, 1 warm-up and 2 emails, 2 warm-ups and 3 pitch emails, or the long sequence, 5 warm-up emails and 3 pitch emails. So there's 3 different formats you can use. And then any additional adjectives you want to give us for your custom brand voice. Again, you can fill all these out manually, or you can use the quick tool, the quick mode, and give us a URL and we'll fill in as much of it as we can. So I'm going to use quick mode for now. I'm just going to type in retroaddicts.com and hit analyze website. Okay, so that just took a couple of seconds, and now we're back in the manual mode section of the tool, but everything has been filled out based on the URL. So English is US, the brand name is RetroAddicts, the type of business is e-commerce business. I'm going to modify this to something like vintage video game e-commerce business. Make some tweaks here. Describe your product. Authentic retro Nintendo consoles and games. The easiest way to buy vintage consoles and games. I'm going to add Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Sega, and PlayStation consoles and games. Key features of the product listed here. We have provider of retro consoles and video games. Shoppers buy only the best quality consoles. Technical team specializes in restoring and repairing retro consoles. What's your pricing model? It looks like it may have missed this one here. Offers discounts and free shipping. That's fine. We could do something like most games are $50 or less. Next step is the audience information. So the first one, it decided 90s kids looking for nostalgic video game experiences and authentic consoles. That one's pretty good. I'm going to add another one, eBay resellers. Can be a second one, and a third one might be antique collectors and vintage enthusiasts. That will work for those. So we have those 3 customer avatars. Any social proof or testimonials. Easiest way to buy vintage, I'm going to say this site is incredible from Johnny Appleseed. Any actual quotes or customer testimonials you can add in there. Describe what's being promoted in the email sequence. Let's do a 25% discount for Black Friday. About Black Friday / Cyber Monday. So it will be a time limited offer here. Select long form or short form. We'll do long form for this one. And we'll stick with a standard sequence that's 2 warm-up emails and 3 pitch emails, so 5 emails total. And finally, custom brand voice. This is optional. Describe your brand's unique writing style in your own words. Tone, personality, preferred vocabulary, formatting habits. We're going to keep it at friendly and optimistic, casual, and playful brand guidelines. And click Generate Email Pitch. And there we go. So this will take just a couple of minutes and we will wait for this to get back to us. And there we go. That only took a couple of minutes and our email sequence is done. Now, before we dive into all of this, I want to very quickly go over what's going on at the top here. So first up, edit business info. You can go back and make modifications to any of the data you gave us. So if you have any changes or something's changed in the client's life or you made a mistake, you can go back and make modifications there. You can also add customization. So let's say all the data you gave us was correct, but we missed something or you want to add something. So you can add some customization here. You could do something like add a more serious tone to email number 4 and then click customize my email pitch sequence. So any modifications you want to make there, you can. You can also share this email pitch with anyone else by copying a link to the clipboard. So we have all 5 emails on the left-hand side. We can navigate to each one of them by just clicking the link on the left-hand side, or we can manually scroll. We'll start with the first one. It's the warm-up email, the problem introduction. We talk about the purpose and when to send it with each email. So the purpose of email 1 is to introduce the problem in a relatable, non-promotional way. We're trying to grab attention. We're not asking anyone for their credit card information. We're just introducing ourselves and introducing the problem. We want to schedule this email a few days before the time-sensitive promotion starts. So subject 1 and 2, the tool is giving us 2 different subject options, and we can easily one-click copy those subjects to our clipboard. Ever miss blowing into a cartridge? That is very specific for Nintendo fans back in the day. Your childhood games, they're calling, and then pre-header options as well. The body of the email can be copied to the clipboard as rich text, HTML, or Markdown. And then we have it here. Hey, first name, do you remember the sound of the PlayStation boot screen or the feel of an N64 controller in your hands? I do, vividly. And honestly, it hit harder than I expected. Looks like a very cool email number 1. Here's email 2, the second warm-up. This is where we agitate the problem a little bit and we start to hint at the success. We go into the purpose of email 2 here, deepen the reader's awareness of the problem's impact and tease a vision of success without promoting any specific solution yet. When to send it as well. More subject lines, more pre-header lines. We could copy any of these to our clipboard. And then we have email number 2 listed out here. Email number 3 is the first pitch, otherwise known as the introduction to the solution. We're going to introduce the product, service, or offer and show its transformative power while keeping readers intrigued for more. She got her childhood back overnight as a subject line, or the moment Lisa finally hit start as a subject line, and then the body copy is down here. Email number 4, you'll see in the body of email number 3, we are also showing individual links to the call to action. So all of this is thought through, breakdowns on what the actual pitch is, how RetroAddicts transforms your day. Very, very thoughtful, following the formula perfectly. Email number 4, the second pitch, building up the FOMO and having a deadline. The purpose is to heighten desire, more subjects and pre-headers. Hey, first name, you ever hesitate just for a second and instantly regret it? The clock was ticking. Life before versus life after. How RetroAddicts solves your problem. Click here to grab the Black Friday deal. And then the third pitch, the final email, the short recap and the final push. This is also known as a last chance or a last call email. Hey, first name, this is it. Less than 12 hours to lock in 25% off. Reasons why you can't afford to miss it. And a link to the call to action. The customer avatars we listed are also down here in the document. Target persona number 1 is Nostalgic Nick. All of his visible goals, his true goals, purchasing objections he might have, and then answers to those objections. The transformation that Nostalgic Nick goes through once he signs up for your product. Reseller Rachel, persona number 2, all of her goals, true goals, purchasing objections, and then Vintage Vincent as well. So we show you the actual customer avatars that are populating the underlying data behind the sequence. We're using this information that we created to generate the email sequence for you. So that's the Click-Minded email sequence generator, creating a 5 email sequence for a Black Friday promotion for RetroAddicts. Now you can take all that information and simply copy it into any email service provider of choice. We use and love Drip, so we're going to do that in Drip here today. I've gone over to campaigns on the left-hand side, and I'm going to do a single email campaign. But again, any email service provider will work here. And what should we call the new campaign? I'm going to call it the RetroAddicts 2026 Black Friday campaign. So email number 1, I'm going to copy the subject line, then the pre-header line, and then the email body, and just paste it into Drip. Okay, I just pasted every one of those from the Click-Minded email sequence generator into my email service provider of choice and click Save. And then I can preview it, send it as a test, view it on a tablet or a phone, or view it in the browser. Can look at this now. There is the email if I was happy with that. And I've set my audience that I'm sending to. I have no one in here for this demo for now. I can click Send and Schedule. I could send it immediately or schedule it for another time. And I can also decide whether or not to resend it to people who don't open it. And click Schedule Email. Obviously, this is just for email number 1. I would repeat the process for email 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, one pro tip, so you can schedule all of these as individual single emails and send them out one by one, scheduling them at their appropriate times. Or you can do this as an automation. If you're already a Click-Minded member, you know that we have a number of digital marketing courses that cover every type of digital marketing, from social media to paid advertising, content marketing, Google Analytics 4, and SEO. But our email marketing course has absolutely fantastic lectures on setting up email marketing automations. This one's very good. Introduction to Automations and ESPs covers all of this stuff. Highly recommend you check it out. So that's it. That's an overview of how to create a high converting email marketing campaign in 5 minutes or less. Now I have a challenge for you. I highly recommend you try this tool out. Go create an email sequence right now for your own business or for maybe one of your prospective or current clients. Try the tool out, generate an email sequence, and see how it goes. If you're not currently offering email marketing as a service and you're a digital marketing agency or consultancy, this would be a great time to bolt this on to your current customers who maybe they're only buying SEO and social media and paid ads from you. An email marketing sequence service might be a very good idea. There's links down below to check everything out right now for free. Thanks a lot.